morning, friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Medical Classes by Dr. Srinidhi Kumar Acharya. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel and also please give your valuable comments. You can also visit the playlist. In the playlist, I have provided almost all the topics in a very systematic order. You can make use of it for the study purpose. Thank you very much. My dear friends, since last few classes, we were discussing about some of the common mistakes which is committed by or errors committed by a postgraduate student in the beginning itself when he enters into a prestigious institution. We will continue the same today, but today we will have a very important topic. What is that? Now, as we think 3 years of PG course, it is not a simple 3 years completion of the PG. It has got multiple dimensions. Now, these 3 years which you spend as a postgraduate scholar, this is actually one of the essential time period where you develop your personality. See, in the UG, definitely we will have a different type of personality. And this is a transitional period where postgraduate period where actually you transforms your personality into a different level. Unfortunately, many of us will going to fail in doing so. The reasons are many, which we have already discussed. More than this, more than just passing the exam, more than just getting a degree, more than just completing the thesis, along with the gaining the knowledge, the one more important aspect is development of the personality. You have to develop your personality during this particular period. Now, we may be little immature when we are in the UG studies, but we should be mature. Our behavior, our conduct, and our lifestyle. This should be get transmitted or transformed into a newer level in the PG period, because whatever different qualities that you adopt during this period, you just take it for granted that these are the lifelong achievements. Whether you develop a good personality, whether you develop a good character, good conduct, good behavior, good practices in total, discipline, punctuality, whatever you adopt during this period, so this will be carried throughout your life. Later, it is very difficult to inculcate all these properties in our life. This is the period. This is that particular period where you have to do so. Another important point is actually you in this period you just completed your adolescence period. Okay, the late, maybe few of you are in the late adolescence period or an extended adolescence period. Okay, so most in general, if I on an average I take at the age of 23, a maximum of our students they will enter into the postgraduate life. So now we just crossed the adolescence almost all. And now this is actually the period of enthusiasm. This is actually the period of curiosity. This is a period where you want to do so many experiments. So this is a period where you got a lot of energy. Okay. So we should not waste such a potential energy period for some of the silly things. So what I mean to say is we have to totally focus and we have to utilize this energy only for development of our personality, gaining the knowledge and learning so many things. And we should not get a victim of so many other bad habits during this period. If it is happening so, it is very disappointing, because now at this age you cannot be treated as a child of primary school or high school. Now you are mature enough, you are also a doctor, and definitely you know your responsibility, what happens in future, what are your liabilities in the future. Although you know all these things, but still we fail to inculcate so many things which is required for our life. So that is another important thing that we have to understand. This is a period of energy, and don't waste a period of energy and enthusiasm. Do so many things. Now comes, this is also a period where actually you develop your communication skill. Because after all, we are all doctors, so we are essential part of the society, and we should know how we deal with the patients and other social members. So we should develop a communication capacity. Okay, so when we are going out, so many people will call you as a guest and so many other things, and we need to give so many seminars and so many talks, and especially we have to talk with the patients every day. So it is very essential to develop a communication skill. How you develop a communication skill, that's very important, because that itself is a key factor in your success in the future life. That's a major factor, not itself, it's a major key factor in your success. If you go outside, nobody will actually ask your knowledge, and actually the patients and the parents, so they're all get attracted by your communication skill. If you're able to communicate properly, definitely the patients will come to you. You will have a good practice, and you will be a renowned person also. So that is another thing. So we have to use all such methods where our communication skill has been enhanced. There are so many opportunities are there. One of the best opportunities, we will have departmental seminars. We have got national seminars, international seminars, so many other seminars and talks we used to attend, and departmental seminars will be there. And departmental seminar, you take it as an opportunity to develop your oration skill or communication skill. So that helps you how to talk in front of 10 people. And many times you will have the UG classes also as a part of the training, and nursing classes, UG classes, and for the internists we used to take the classes. Use all this opportunity to develop your communication skill along with enhancing your knowledge. That's one of the best opportunity. Most of the time, the seminars which takes place in the department, that is also for the namesake. Okay, those students, they prepare some of the slide, they will download from some areas from the sites, and just they will omit in the department. See what actually you attain? Nothing. You simply wasted your time. Nobody is get benefited by your seminars or departmental seminar. Yourself, you don't know what is the topic is, and the person who is sitting in front of you is also not understanding what you are telling, and simply you are reading the slides, you are not explaining. Just like a class, you are not explaining, then what is the fun? So this is one of the best way that you can increase your communication. Similarly, when you deal with the patients, okay, that is another best way to deal with the patient. Increase your communication skill. OPD duties or IPD duties, don't take it as a routine. Take it as an opportunity to increase your communication skill. So that will going to help you in future. Another important area that you have to focus is increase your writing skills. Okay, so we have got in the PG curriculum programs, we have got so many, we have to write so many articles, we have to write the thesis, we have to write so many other academic homeworks and all. So increase your writing skill. How to write? You know many things. How to present it? The article writing is one of the best example for that. How to present your thoughts in front of the society or the medical fraternity. So that is also important. So learn the writing skills. Prepare your notes, or you take the cases and prepare the case reports and then articles. Okay, you may write some of the chapters in different books also. So totally what I'm telling is, this is one of the best opportunity to increase your writing skills also. Now being in the medical field, we should know what is happening in and around us. So always look into the different journals, different magazines, okay, then different peer-reviewed journals. What are the research activities which is going on, okay, and how to write it, and what is new is happening. Okay, we should be get updated always. We should not be a stagnant water. So what new is happening? We know so many things about Guruji. So what is new happening about the Guruji? Okay, we know so many things about the neonatal practice. What is new happening in the neonatal practice now? Maybe in the contemporary medical fields, or maybe in the Ayurveda field. Because we should be get updated, because an updated person will be always on the upper hand compared to a stagnated person. Knowledge should not be stagnated. It's a continuous river. It's a continuous river. Okay. So if I am teaching the same thing which I was teaching about 20 years back, now definitely it is an outdated topic for present day scenario. Present day scenario, you have to explain what is happening tomorrow or today, and what may happen tomorrow. So this particular imagination you should have. So therefore, you develop in that sense also. Another important thing what I want to explain is you have to develop the medical ethics. Medical ethics is very important. This is also the time period where actually you have to develop the medical ethics. Although you know something about the UG period, it is you are still immature there. But now this is a period actually you have to develop the medical ethics. How I have to behave with the patient party, and how I have to convey the message to the patient party, and in emergency what I have to do, and how I have to treat personally this particular patient. And suppose if there is a condition of announcement of the death and all, how I have to announce it. Okay, medical ethics is there. Okay, medical ethics is there. So which investigation I have to write, whether this particular investigation is required or not. Okay, what is the economical condition of the patient. See, just as Charaka says atmana sambhota, so you have to enter into the, that means you have to understand the atma of the patient. Okay, that means you should treat him as your family member. So these are all the medical ethics. Now if you learn the medical ethics at this point, it is okay, otherwise you never learn it. Okay, never learn it. So this is another important aspect which you have to develop during the PG period. Another important is this is also a period where you have to develop the social relationship. What I mean to say is you should make a very good friends here. Okay, this is a very good opportunity to make the good friends. Maybe your seniors, maybe your juniors, maybe from the other departments or other teachers or anything. You have to make the good friends, because the friends who are friendship which is developed at this particular part of your life, so they are the lifelong friends. Okay, so they will always going to help. Always, it may be because of some academic problems or maybe clinical problems, you can discuss them in future also. This you will understand when you will going to meet such your classmates after 10 years after going out from this any of the institution. You understand the importance of the friendship. So if you are not able to develop a good friendship with your colleagues and all your co-students, then it's a very disappointing. Okay, so this is not a platform to develop the personal grudges and so many quarrels and difference of opinion. No, you should be mature now. You should show the mature behavior and make many of the friends. So these friends will going to help you in future a lot. Okay, so this is another. Don't waste this very important phase. And this is the period where you make the very good friends. Very good friends. Another important thing that you have to understand is, see, during the PG period, nobody will come to you and spoon feed you regarding the topics. Okay, now this is a period where you have to learn yourself. If you show some enthusiasm, curiosity, and come to your teacher and ask some of the doubts with the teacher, definitely the teacher will help you. But teacher cannot come to you and if you expect, just like the UG classes, the teacher will come and he will teach everything and then only I will read. This is quite impossible. This is quite impossible. Okay. Well, number one is such a large portion of the syllabus cannot be completed, and we have got so many other things. We have to pass the exams. The thesis is there. Clinical duties are there, and many other engagements are there. So it is impossible. It is impossible. So what you have to do? You have to learn by yourself. Don't expect any spoon feeding here. And there is no spoon feeding, and you're also learning, you're not learning anything or reading anything, then you are totally wasting. At time it may give a good feeling for you, because teacher is also not teaching, and nobody is compelling me also to study, so I am now enjoying. But if you are not enjoying, it is dukkha karana in future. Okay, so a transient sukha is always a dukkha karana in future. So I think you may knowing that. All the Vedantas says the same thing. So similarly, so you're totally wasting your time. So take the syllabus or required things and then read by yourself. If you have any doubts, then go to the teacher and learn from the teacher and get it clarified. Get it clarified from your friends or your seniors. So this is very important. If you expect that teacher will every day come and teach me, and then only I will make the notes, then only I will, see, this is rubbish, because I would say rubbish in PG studies. So this is not the pattern of study in PGs. That is a pattern of study in the UG. Another is learn from your teacher. That is very important. See, teacher may not come to the class all the time, but he teaches many things in the OPD, he teaches many things in the practicals, in the IPD, during the rounds or during surgeries. He teaches you many things. You learn from your teacher. And look at the behavior of the teacher, conduct of the teacher, how he behave with the students, how he behave with the patients, how he behave with the parents, and what is the way of talking. A good student should learn everything from the teacher. Although teacher may not directly explain all these things, by looking at, observing the teacher, you have to learn all these things. And if at this particular stage I can say that after 20 years of my teaching experience, unknowingly I adopted so many skills of my teacher. It may be talking skill, or it may be dealing with the patient, or teaching skill, whatever may be, but unknowingly it was inculcated under me. Even I don't know how I inculcated those qualities within me. See, this is the effect of this is the impact of the teacher. So therefore, surrender yourself to the teacher. Give him. There is no need to get afraid of the teacher. Give respect to the teacher if you want. If a teacher is eligible for that, definitely give the respect to him, and don't go away from the teacher because of by scaring, or by afraid. Okay, rather than go near to the teacher. Don't get afraid of the teacher, and don't get bothered by the teacher. Rather, with respect, you go to the teacher. Okay, so that is very important, and that is also the Vedas say Sahana bhavatu sahano bhunaktu sahaviryam karavavahi tejasvinamaditam ma vidvishavahi. So that's a student and teacher relationship. So in the Vedantas it very clearly explains. So we will eat together, we will talk together, we will discuss together. Okay, so we will gain the knowledge together, because teaching is a continuous process, and it requires the both facets, teacher and as well as student. Only student cannot learn anything, only teacher cannot do anything. It's a combined process. Okay, interrelated. It is interrelated. Therefore, Tejasvina, both will be get enriched by the knowledge, student and teacher. And Mavidvishavahe, a teacher should not feel any type of ego while he explains the things to the student, and the student should not be afraid of the teacher. Mavidvishavahe. There is no any such selfishness or egoism or any other bad feelings between teacher and as well as the student, because it is a reciprocal process, take and give process. So this is so nicely explained in the Vedas. This sloka is probably from Kathopanishad, I think. So this should be the nature of the student and the teacher. I again stress there is equal responsibility of the teacher also. Okay. Another is, even the teacher should understand that your student, he is your friend. He is not actually your student, he is friend, and he is not your worker. Usually in PG studies, usually this happens. Teachers use that student for some their personal works and all, and this is totally wrong. And what happens is, when teachers use this, and students also make use of it and catch this. Okay, so they try to please the teacher by doing their personal, by giving them some personal help, showing or offering some personal help to him. Now this is not a healthy environment. Healthy environment is teacher and friend and student should be very healthy. That means the healthy way of dealing should be there. They should be very friendly. Okay, and if a teacher is eligible to get the respect, then definitely a student will going to give it. And this truth a teacher should also know. This is, as a teacher I am telling, a teacher should know this. But as a student, it is your responsibility to follow your teacher, and if he has got some bad qualities, just delete that bad qualities, and whatever the good qualities he has got, that you inculcate in your life, because every person is not complete person. He will have some of the weakness. That is another important thing that we have to understand. And similarly, there is one more important thing that we can do is skillful activities. That means all the skill that you have to develop during this period only. It may be related to neonatology, pediatrics, or panchakarma, or maybe surgery, or so many procedures and all. Or another skill, writing skill, talking skill. This is the right period we have to develop all these things. When you develop, this is the right period. Another important aspect I want to say is punctuality and discipline. See, whatever good quality I told previously also, whatever good qualities that you have developed and inculcated during this period, this is lifelong. This is true for the bad qualities also. If you fall into a bad habits, that is also continued for lifetime. If you inculcate good qualities like punctuality, discipline, communication skill, okay, enthusiastic personality, and all these things, that will be continued throughout your life, and it gives a lot of confidence to you in future. Okay, a student who has undergone the shortcut method to complete the PG, he will be always following the shortcut methods in future also. He don't know the systemic way of getting into that particular task. Always he will go for shortcut methods. Shortcut methods are always shortcuts. They cannot give the complete knowledge. That's what I'm telling. The good qualities that you inculcate during this period will going to help you in future. The bad qualities will going to destroy your future. So be careful at these periods. Similarly, we know that now this is the era of what you say, the social media and all those things. Social medias, you can use it for your good purpose and bad purpose. Okay. Now, if you're looking into the social medias and all, so many good medical lectures are available in the YouTube and so many other platforms. Why can't you make use of it? Isn't it? Suppose if you are a student of Rashastra or Dravya Guna, if you look into the social media, there are so many teachers are giving their lectures. Case studies, neonatology, pediatrics, surgery, so many case studies are there in the YouTube. Why can't you make a habit of daily listening to these things in at least 1 hour in a day and make notes of it, and so that it can be utilized for your clinical practice? See, previously it is almost all, there is no way out. We have to go for the libraries for everything, but it's not like that. Library is there in pocket only now. In the mobile, all the libraries are there. You can clarify the doubts in the spot itself. Previously, it's not like that. Now you have got the benefit of it. Why can't you use it? Why use this mobile and social medias only for the other purposes? So that's all what I'm telling. So make good use of the social media positively for the good things. And these are some of the essential factors a PG student should understand at the beginning itself. Then only, so his 3-year PG course will be more fruitful. Some other details that we will see in the next class. Thank you very much.